So last Friday night, my friends and I decided to get together for our usual game night. It was supposed to be just another evening of light-hearted fun, fueled by pizza, soda, and the occasional heated debate over whether draw 4 cards stack in Uno. We had just finished a particularly contentious round of Monopoly, where Dave somehow convinced us that Park Place was too mainstream and we should just focus on buying utilities, when my friend Mark pulled out a new game. "Guys, I've got something different tonight," he announced, with a mischievous grin. The box was labeled in a language none of us recognized, but Mark assured us it was a board game called DLH, which, according to him, was a unique cultural experience. As we set up the game, we realized the instructions were entirely in Klingon. Mark, who's been a Star Trek fan since birth and apparently fluent in Klingon, took on the role of translating. We shrugged it off, figuring it couldn't be too different from Risk or Settlers of Catan. The game involved a lot of shouting, and the more we shouted, the more intense the game became. At one point, we were all standing, pounding our fists on the table, chanting phrases that Mark assured us meant victory and honor. Our neighbors must have thought we were either rehearsing for a dramatic play or embarking on a very niche form of therapy. Things took a turn when the game required us to perform some kind of ritual. We stood in a circle with our hands on each other's shoulders, chanting in what was now a crescendo of guttural sounds. Suddenly, Mark stopped translating and solemnly declared, "Congratulations, you've all just pledged allegiance to the Klingon Empire." There was a moment of silence, broken only by the distant sound of sirens, which we assumed were unrelated. We looked at each other, half expecting a Klingon officer to barge in and draft us for interstellar duty. Trying to process what just happened, Dave piped up, "So, do we get cool uniforms now, or just the bill for intergalactic taxes?" Mark laughed, "Well, I hate to break it to you, but I think the only thing you've earned is the right to clean my Batleth collection." There's a pause, then Dave grins and says, "Great, I've always wanted to be a warrior of waste management." And that's how our normal game night turned into the most bizarre tale of accidental interplanetary allegiance.